Most brands fail on Walmart because they're treating it like Amazon, and that single mistake alone can cost your e-com business more than 6 figures. That's exactly what we're going to be talking about in today's video. What's up guys, welcome back to the Growth Scalers channel, and today we're talking about something interesting: why Walmart is not Amazon light and why the brands that treat it that way are liable to fail. Today I'm joined by Paul, who's actually our senior brand manager here at Growth Scalers, and every single day Paul works with businesses that are trying to scale on Amazon, on Walmart, on Shopify and other e-commerce platforms. So Paul is going to be breaking down this topic for us, and by the way, on this channel we're making a commitment to always share tips that can help you to scale your e-commerce brand. So if this sounds like something you've been interested in, hit the subscribe button down below so you keep in touch every time we upload a new video. Also down below there's going to be a link. Later this month we are opening up spots for free audit calls. That means we're going to jump into your store, look at what you're doing right and where you might be possibly leaving money on the table. So if this sounds like something you'd like to benefit as an e-commerce brand, use the link in the description and book in a free audit call. So Paul, for anyone who might be watching this video and is meeting you for the very first time, tell us what you do here at Growth Scalers and the kind of clients that you serve.
I'm Paul. My title is Senior Brand Manager, and I work with brands across multiple e-commerce marketplaces from TikTok Shop, Amazon, of course, Walmart, and my job is to grow their brand organically. I focus a lot on the product itself, advertising and promotion strategies, as well as the normal product detail pages, listings, bullet points, etc.
So let's kick this off by talking about some core misconceptions. When brands first enter Walmart, what is the biggest misconception that you see, especially from brands that are already successful on Amazon?
Since 2017, Walmart.com has continually tried to promote themselves as an alternative to Amazon and their size. So we know that Walmart as a whole, counting all their physical locations, has a higher revenue than Amazon. But when we consider Walmart.com, only their e-commerce operation, they're about 4 to 6 times smaller than Amazon. And a lot of new clients come to me and they think, oh, well, I'm doing really well on Amazon. Let me just expand into Walmart and increase my revenue. Unfortunately, it's not so straightforward. First, you have to make sure you're selling the right product. And secondly, when Walmart.com advertises how much revenue they are, they're including curbside delivery. They're, I think it's called pick and collect or something like that. That's primarily foodstuffs. It has nothing to do with most of the general merchandise that brands sell. And that's the biggest misconception. Walmart as a whole, Walmart.com, has a lot less search volume for general merchandise. So if you're selling anything that's not edible, you really need to make sure you have a market on Walmart.com.
Talk to me about 2 or 3 key ways where you think that Walmart actually works differently from Amazon, and maybe what brands can do to understand it to succeed.
The biggest benefit of Walmart is the fact that they have less fees overall. You can see the fee structure is a lot more transparent. On Amazon, I think every single professional Amazon seller has no idea what their actual disbursement is going to be at the end of the day, and their profit margin is usually an estimate, and after fees, it's never exactly what you calculate. It's always less. Amazon finds a way to nickel and dime you at every turn. Walmart's a lot more transparent. Most likely, they're trying to entice new brands to their platform as much as possible. But the biggest downside of Walmart is the fact that Walmart will always prioritize what is available in store at the top of the search page. So for Walmart, if it's available in store, and especially if it's their own in-house mainstays brand, it will always be top of the page. So you're fighting to be on the bottom of page 1 in most instances for a new brand.
When a brand struggles or just fails outrightly on Walmart, what do you think are the common mistakes you see them making? And of course, what do you think they can do differently from their aspect?
The most common mistake is assuming that Walmart customers are the same as Amazon customers. They are not. A Walmart customer is, especially their Walmart Plus, is usually someone who buys groceries, someone who prefers delivery of their groceries. They might enjoy the Paramount Plus benefit. Amazon Prime shoppers are just people who just buy stuff, just anything, general merchandise, which is why Walmart does have within its Walmart Sellers Connect system, search query performance. You can go in there and see if you sell curtains. You can go in there and see, okay, how many people search per month for curtains? It's not going to give you an exact search volume, but it will give you a rank. And quite frankly, it's ranked from 1 being the best all the way down to 2,000. So rank 1 on Walmart is almost always milk. That tells you a lot about what people are buying from Walmart. And if you're not in that top 2,000 of search query performance, you really need to reconsider whether or not you have any chance on Walmart. The search volume's a lot lower. People aren't going to Walmart.com for those sort of specific niche general merchandise items. So that's the biggest mistake brands will make.
Let's talk about the brands that watch this and their goal is, I want to become a $1 million to $10 million brand. And what do you think that brands like that could do properly from day one? So let's say that I put you on a hotspot and said, Paul, for the next 60 to 90 days, what do you think a brand like that should be focusing on?
First, let's make sure you got the right product. And if you don't have the right product, you need to present yourself as a bigger and better or overall value than what's already on Walmart. Let's start by doing your research. First start by getting a login to walmart.com. You check the search query performance. So if your search query performance is good, and I'll tell you right now, there are some categories where Walmart does outperform Amazon in searches and sales. Really, well, I can't guarantee it's better than Amazon, but it's still very strong. So if you're in home and garden or if you're in furniture, those categories are very good on Walmart. If you're in anything else, you really got to do your research. And then even after you've determined that your category is good and your product is decent, you need to look at what's already on walmart.com, what is available in store versus out of store. And then you need to think, could you survive through primarily advertised sales and being at the bottom of page one? Because unless you're in Amazon shelves, you're never going to be top of the search.
Let's talk about those who are going to watch this right now and they go, Paul, what will be your last words to me? Let's say that I don't want to be like the brands that, of course, are treating Walmart like it's Amazon. What should I do to not fail? What are your last words to such a brand or business?
Find a friend who has some experience, someone who's operated on Walmart for a while. Because if you go into walmart.com assuming your Amazon experience will translate well, you're going to have a very rough learning curve. It's not going to work out the way you want it to. Particularly if you work at a large organization where there's pressure for you to succeed, that pressure will crush you.
That's why you come to brands like growthscalers, of course, so that we...
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for the most part, I'd be happy to look at it for you. It takes only a few hours. But if you don't know what you're looking for, if you haven't done it before, it can be very difficult. Don't be shy about reaching out. We can get you the answers you want in a matter of minutes.
And by the way, there are links down in the description for those of you who are looking for a full stack agency that's going to help you to manage not just Walmart, but also other aspects of your e-com brand, from email marketing to Meta ads, TikTok ads. You can book a strategy call with one of our growth experts down below.